Hey everyone, it's Eric Gisler, state representative candidate or candidate for state representative for District 121 here in Georgia. That's Athens, Oconee area. Um, it's about 67 days until the election, 47 days until early voting starts. So it's really coming up on us, folks. I work at home most of the time. Yesterday I was in my store, but I work at home, and I kind of feel a little bit like a senior citizen because when I see the mail truck come by, I want to go check the mail, so it gives me an excuse to take a break from work. So I've been doing that, and of course I was out of town last week, but I've noticed that every day for the last week we're getting these flyers. From the Georgia Republican Party. It says on there that it's paid for by the Georgia Republican Party. This one is directed to my daughter. I get them for my son. I get some of them directed to my son and my daughter both at the same time, because this is the first presidential election that they're voting in. Oh, wait, no, I can't show this thing. Yeah, so this is the first election that they're voting in, first presidential election, and so we're getting these things all the time. They're all targeted to them, not me. They know better than to send this stuff to me. But this stuff is interesting. You know, the back is all about how horrible Kamala Harris is, and then the other side is all about how wonderful Trump is, and they're basically mirror copies of each other. And you just look at some of these things in here, and I just had to talk about it, right? Yeah, okay, Trump delivered the largest tax cut in history. I've seen where it's the largest tax cut for corporations, maybe not the largest tax cut for even rich people, certainly not the largest tax cut for middle class folks. And it is being phased out as we speak. So it was temporary, and that corporate tax rate was actually permanent. So, okay, you can have that one. Proposed a no tax on tips. Okay, proposed, who cares? Interest rates fell to 2.77% under Trump. Well, that was before COVID and inflation and everything. He was basically just riding Obama's coattails on that one. Said the average American family $2,500. I don't know where that comes from. It's got a footnote here, but I'd like to see that. Kept home ownership affordable, with the median cost of purchasing a home increasing a modest 4.5% during the Trump administration. Okay, again, riding Obama's coattails. Credit card loans issued to Americans grew less than 5%. That probably has to do with COVID, and when COVID hit and everybody was locked down, savings went up, which is this last bullet here, right? Total amount of personal savings increased 393%. That's 100% due to COVID, right? I remember seeing articles all the time during COVID that since people weren't out spending money, they were actually saving money. And plus, it was a stressful time and people weren't sure about the future. So what do? They save money. So maybe those last two bullets are saying he wants to bring back COVID. I don't really want that. On this side, I mean, during the Biden-Harris administration, personal savings have fallen, credit card debt has surged. Those are both due to inflation. And if you really look at it, inflation is largely because of what happened when the markets opened up. Supply and demand increased inflation worldwide. So this whole thing is really pretty stupid. And fortunately, my kids know better than to vote for this guy. So anyway, have a good day. Talk to you tomorrow.